One of the things I've been undisciplined with is these videos, and so yesterday I did a lot of organization for my car, and because it really got to a point where it was extremely disorganized and things were just really not looking great. So one element of yesterday that didn't really point out was I bought a bunch of storage bins and put bins in my car. I put storage for the window cleaning stuff. I bought a bunch of small ones, just trying to give everything its own system. And something I need to do is labeling and garbage maintenance, and just trying to give its own thing its system. So maybe I didn't even think of that, but that's also something. While I'm creating systems in a business and creating systems in my business, I need to do that as well. And speaking of the business, today we did $250 in profit. Yesterday, I believe we did, we did 250 plus 100. We did, so that's 350 minus 150. We did 200 in profit yesterday, 250 in profit today. So really, some really weak days. And I mean, the work overall was not that bad. It's like still slightly a little bit more than that actually because of tips. But yeah, we did a second client today, which took like 4 hours to do, and it really should not have been a 4-hour job. So that's what I had my cleaner doing, and it's kind of unfortunate, but that's where we're at. Right now, we're just listening to meditations by Marcus Aurelius and trying to gain some wisdom here. I have a stack of books that is very high on my shelf, and I would like to read some of them. So it always seems like there's a different book that I want to take a look at. But maybe I just need to kind of focus on what I have already. I like business books right now, and philosophy books, and I don't have too many of those. I have some psychology books, and I have some business books and some leadership books. Well, I have one leadership book that I haven't really read through. Today I also did a transfer to my friend for his account, and had a pretty tough conversation about kind of some tension between friends, and yeah, well, I guess we'll still figure that out, and we're gonna go clean some windows tomorrow. Gonna go get some window cleaning done, and hopefully we can get a bit more jobs tomorrow. And I don't want to have a set of monetary goals, so let's just focus on executing the process. Focus on the execution of the sales, focus the execution of connecting the cleaner with the houses that we're doing, and getting the process done right. Today, one thing that I improved on with my selling was I was listening to my environment. I felt prompted by listening to my environment. In the morning, I had a lack of awareness of my surroundings. I was scrolling through YouTube shorts and realizing that what I'm scrolling through was very, very generalized. And then I realized I was in a beautiful place. It was morning. I was having a coffee that my dad made for me, and there were birds around me. I was in the middle of nature. It's where I woke up. I slept in my dad's house last night. My mom's away for the week, and so he's kind of all alone, and I brought him a barbecue that I picked up on the side of the road yesterday, which I had to throw in the garbage this morning, by the way. And I learned that I wanted to just hear what was happening around me. Like, I just realized that I was doom scrolling and I needed to take a step back and focus on my environment. So I just started listening to the stimulus around me, and I also realized that maybe this is kind of what I needed after my big break and my big reset, with my kind of 6-day break after that long week. So we did a long week, then we did a 6-day break, and then this is our first week back. And I just started kind of listening to the environment, listening to the birds and the dog and how he wanted my attention, and listening to my dad, and not just my dad, but his actions, seeing him operate, seeing what he is, seeing what he does and why he does it, seeing that he loves me, appreciating that, and just observing and appreciating. And you can't appreciate something if you don't actually look at it, and you don't actually analyze what it is. So that's what I was doing. Unfortunately, today was supposed to be the first day of my sales guy, and he was a no-show. He did not show up at all. And I texted him. I think he might have blocked my number. So, I put out the ad. I 5 times the search parameters, and maybe I should refine the ad. I just got to focus on finding a salesperson and trying to get them to continue working with me and create an attractive environment that they feel is comfortable. And I need to put in the work myself. I think that for this guy, maybe he was directing the operations too much. He said, hey, basically he said this. He said, he called me and he said, hey, blah, blah, blah. And he said, are you available tomorrow morning? And I said, sure, we could jump right into the sales. Because I said, are you available on the weekend? And he's like, are you available tomorrow morning? And I said, he seemed confident. So I was like, okay, let's do it. But maybe I should have just been like, what, if this guy is really as good as he says he is, let's just wait until the weekend and let's just meet him first, and then we can see if it's a good match. And maybe he saw maybe I just let him saw what I was doing, and it wasn't a good match. No follow-up, probably blocked my number. It's really kind of an unfortunate situation. He might be a competitor for what I'm doing, and he was just analyzing what I'm kind of up to because he said he wanted to start his own thing. We talked a bit about it. He showed me a bit about it. I think he was somewhat honest, but I think he just kind of decided to not do it and had a bad way of kind of separating from what I was doing. So, yeah, not an individual I would have wanted to be associated with anyways. I guess that ends this kind of longer video, and I hope you guys have a good night, and yeah, I'm just going to keep listening to my book and learning, and then fall asleep slowly.